Also, since I've managed to find like all 3 keys by now and I haven't pressed that spider switch, I wonder if it even does anything or if it just releases spiders and nothing more. I'm going to find out, I guess, at some point, or maybe not.
You will find out.
I always liked, I think I put one in one Serious Sam level and one like in Doom level. I always liked switches that just do nothing and confuse you endlessly. You can press them like repeatedly and just try to figure out.
I hate these so much whenever I encounter them in the level. They're just, what the fuck? Such a switch again.
Other people do that kind of stuff? Because I thought that people don't usually think that's acceptable.
To be honest, I think it's a flawed mechanism in the first place, just in the original Doom engine, that normally the key doesn't, the switch doesn't do anything after having been pressed the first time, but then you can just press it again and again. And people, well, I don't want to blame any new level designer for doing it, but yeah, I think it's a flaw in the old engine and still is carried on.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Those a couple of switches, for some reason I don't remember which ones, but a couple actions are repeatable even though they can't even do anything anymore. I think it's like a lower floor to lowest level, maybe actions like that, where it can't like immediately know if it's going to do anything anymore. It's not like the door closes and if you press a switch that closes the door again, it is not going to do anything anymore. But I mean just switches that don't do anything even on the first time, so completely like pointless. And that's, I don't know, I'm just, when I'm mapping, I am aware of stuff that shouldn't be done, but sometimes I just feel like being a dick to people. So yeah, that's. But thankfully, I think in the Doom level where I left the switch, it's hidden a little bit, so many people wouldn't even notice it. So that makes it totally okay. Okay, I should not have pressed that switch because I wanted to find out what it did, but too late for that. I performed so expertly there that I cannot just even bring myself to reload and play it again. Okay, so and I also completely no idea what these switches did, so I'm just going to go back, see if anything's changed. Well, there's this. Was it always here?
Yeah, it was always here.
Probably, yeah. Huh. Okay, and as far as I know, there's a couple more. Oh boy! And by a couple, I mean like 3 or 4 more doors there. Well, since I have all the keys now, those shouldn't probably take me as long as that one, but who knows. It's a funny approach to make like a large level and just bunch up all the keys to one area, and in other areas make the switches do the same thing as the keys did in that one area. I don't know why, but it's kind of the idea is kind of funny to me. Did I not press that last time?
Yeah.
Wow, that's depressing. Okay, let's see what this does. This door. There's nothing. There's nothing, and let's see if the previous... Or you can save me some time and tell me if the first switch opens either one of those 2 last doors.
You mean the one you just pressed?
I mean the one that I pressed first that opened this door. Does it open other doors as well or no?
No, it does not.
Okay, so I don't actually have to...
Every single door has just one unique switch for itself.
And I know I don't have to go back there and check, but yes, I do have to go back here and press switch for the second door again, so that... didn't really think it through, but... Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. For some reason I really want to keep the door blocked with my head, even though there's probably a switch to open it right there, like last time.
Don't be so sure about things.
Oh crap. Oh well. Good thing it didn't close behind me then. Close in front of me. It's only going to cost me a couple more precious seconds of recording time. Who cares about that? I'm just going to have to split it into 4 parts and have 4 separate Sony... Damn it! Why did... Ah! I didn't stand in the exact place. Have 4 separate Sony Vegases open, rendering 4 parts of my video so that I can just kind of set them all to render and then go somewhere else, do something else, and not sit here, wait for the first part and then send the second one. I wonder if that approach is going to break anything or make them not load. Also, by not load I mean not render. But there is always time to retry next day, so not really bothered more by just finishing this at this point, even though I am of course enjoying myself quite a lot. I am not enjoying having close to 2 hours of recording footage to sort through and potentially run out of free space before I finish.
Well, if you wanted to beat 2 levels on every Let's Play from now on, every recording will be 2 hours. Can promise you that.
Or
you might just want to resolve to like only beat 1.5 levels per Let's Play the next time. Might give you a bit. I don't know. It's up to you. It's your project.
I don't really like the idea of stopping mid-level, but I guess maybe. Oh, maybe I will just do 1 per video and make videos more often or something like that. That would be more reasonable. Also, let's collect this. I don't remember if I collected that last time. Oh, okay. Sorry, accidentally pressed Q button, which is God mode. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. As it again. Gives me an opportunity to collect a couple medkits before picking up the sphere. I wonder if there is several cyber demons here on Ultraviolence.
Yeah, there are 2 of them on Ultraviolence actually.
How predictable.
Rather than just 1.
Also, I am probably... Yes, more or less.
That's a funny fight here in Ultraviolence. That's a very, very interesting room.
Of course, when you say interesting, you probably mean something else than I would call interesting while playing this.
Maybe. I just was referring to the Cyber Demon fight, actually. You know, having 2 Barons of Hell and maybe some monster leftovers and 2 Cybers here. Well, I like the fight.
Yeah, the idea of like this circular shape here, not like a room, but a circular shape where you don't actually have... well, it would be even more interesting if I didn't have a room here, like if this was a bit more narrow, so even if I would stand on the edge here, I would still be hit by like splash damage from the rockets behind me hitting a wall. That would... I think one of my favorite like general ideas for Cyber Demon fights is no matter where you are, there's a wall like right behind you, so you have to dodge really far from the rockets to dodge the damage. But yeah, that's... honestly at this point I'm a bit sad that I decided to not play on Ultraviolence, because it sounds like quite an experience in some of these cases where just one insignificant little cyber demon can change a room so much.
Well, you can always play a second time after.
Oh yeah, that's... At some point, I guess at some point I'm just going to do that. I don't remember what prompted me to think, ah, snap. And of course there's probably no escape from here, right?
No.
Nice. I don't remember why I wanted to do that, but I distinctly remember wanting to replay this at some point. Maybe someday I'll remember why I wanted to do that, and we'll have an actual like excuse or whatever. No, it's not like I need an excuse, but
Is the Baron of Hell in the pit there, or it was just seeing that?
I have no idea.
No, you haven't even pressed the switch yet. It just...
Ah, yeah, no.
I think I mistook some skull on the pole for Baron's head. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you remember that particular thing. It was in the core level of the space station, and we were, or you were killing. You were pressing some switches, and then some Arachnotron spawned, and we were talking about one Arachnotron having fallen down the floor.
Yep, remember that.
And I couldn't really explain it, but so the reason is I didn't spawn them with like ACS scripting, but I used some old-fashioned teleporters and walls coming down, and
like
so
the
Arachnotron can decide which teleporter to use.
Yeah. That's a good bit of randomization like that is always welcome, I say.
Yeah, it was
I
just
see.
something that came to my mind. Also, there is another thing that I wanted to tell you, but it's probably hard to remember for you right now. It was in the living quarters level where there was this room with all the broken furniture with the demons in it. Can you remember that one?
Of course, yeah. I called it a nice shooting gallery type of experience. And I was really milking the joke about that one broken chair being broken by the same guy as the torn carpet. Yeah, I remember that.
So you were talking about the room being otherwise somewhat useless, but yeah, you pressed the switch there and didn't really look for its effect, and yeah.
I never do that. Who does that? Really?
You can watch the Let's Play of that particular minute again, and maybe if you have a close look, you will see what you actually missed there. Because it's actually on screen.
I don't even actually remember talking about that room being useless, but I'll trust you because I don't think I rewatched that episode ever. So yeah, that's probably just my memory being awesome as always. And I really want to throw this guy down in the pit for some reason. Well, I did that, but I also died. Nope, unacceptable. Probably should exploit the fact that he shoots 3 rockets all the time to know when there's a gap in rockets, but that sounds like way more thought to put into playing Doom than I like to do. Wow, I survived the first... Whoa, how did that happen? Also, I might just completely ignore all you guys. I just noticed these things. Shotgun will be easier. Okay, there is one that I... Yep. Yes, sequence completed. Ah, sequence completed. Brings back memories of everything ever that uses things that you have to do multiple of.
Yeah, I think I kind of stole from the first Quake regarding this, because you was using the same abstract 1, 2, 3 to go, and then sequence completed.
I think Serious Sam, the first games, also have the same. There is like even an option in some event entities, triggers or whatever to like if there is a count of number of triggers that it has to experience, so to say, before it does whatever it's set to do. There is a check thingy, check, what's it called? Well, a button to enable or disable the messages of how many are left. And I don't think I ever played the English version of that game because I bought a Russian version on disc and only played that one.
Oh,
but
okay.
I am presuming, for some reason, I don't know, there is like a memory that the English text may have been exactly the same, sequence complete and all. So yeah.
What are you trying to do with a chainsaw?
No idea. I am just thinking of whether or not I should even bother with that guy, and to know that better, I should probably go here and see what these switches do. Oh, that was a near dodge. Okay. Go away. Ah, almost made it. I think I know what does what here. If only the guy lets me pass, I am just going to... Haha! Screw you, Cyber Demon! I'm not even going to waste my ammo. But now I am slightly lost here because I don't remember anymore. Are there more switches here? Oh, what? Why is he there? Huh. I presume it's a different one. Or is it the same one?
No, it's a different one.
Wow. That's...
The idea was that when you come back from one of the rooms, you meet the signature monster of the room you just have been to, and you have to fight it again in this cage here.
But don't you realize that the real monster is man?
Yeah, but in this case...
Yeah, Cyber Demon. Of course, the real monster is Cyber Demon. But... do I keep forgetting to press that switch every time when or is it like repressible somehow?
It's repressible.
Oh, crappity crap. So wait... Wait, you are saying that a switch that lowers the floor slowly is repressible. That is unheard of.
Yeah, it's ACS scripting that does that.
Fancy. I'm getting desperate about my hard drive space, but I'm going to stop complaining about it because I think I at least will be able to quickly stop and say my goodbyes if that starts to happen. Maybe. Alright.
Do you get some sort of warning when you're close to the brim of
I
the...
think at least the FPS like of everything starts going to complete like one-digit numbers, so at least I'll be able to... Oh, aha. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Wait a second. How do I... Where do I... How? What? Now correct me if I'm wrong here, but I am actually presuming that the last two doors will somehow help me lower these skull pillars, and then I'll have to go press that switch again and run here to the exit, but I have completely no idea how to open these last two doors. Maybe they just open and no, they don't open. That would be far too easy and inconsistent also. Also, why is this pillar here? What does it do? It's a lift. Wow, that was a lucky observation.
Yep, that was very lucky for you.
And I was wondering what was the point
You just
of...
saved yourself a lot of searching.
Okay, or maybe I saved you the need to give me a hint.
Yeah.
I was wondering what was the point of these bridges, but now I know. Okay, which door do you open, friend? Yeah, it would be funny if it opened the other door across from it diagonally. That would be kind of like another case of messing with one's head. Okay, let's boldly jump where I haven't jumped before, so to say. Okay, that looks like a lift that will eventually raise, maybe. And this looks like nothing useful. And these also look like nothing interactive. So what the hell am I supposed to do here? No, I'm not going to waste bullets. I'm going to sew you all just in case I have to shoot one of them. Nope. I have to kill the heart. What did I do? Why?
Why, you pressed the heart. You squeezed the heart.
I thought I pressed it before. But okay.
You might have missed it.
Yeah, I might have.
It's not technically
an
an interactable item. I just put some line defs there.
Yeah. Reminds me of that one secret in, I think, E2M4, where you have to brush like around the corner of a pillar like this, and it opens something. Do you remember that, by the way?
Vaguely. I don't really know what you mean, to be honest. Might have.
Well, you should probably remember that one map that has like a blue section, a red section, and has the music tum, tum, tum.
Yeah,
tum,
yeah,
tum.
yeah, I know.
And like the very beginning where you teleport, you can go forward past some elevators, and there's a bit of bars. I think there's a bit of bars like between you and the secret. And in one corner there's one of these columns that, for some reason, when you brush along a corner of the column like this, it opens the bars. That's like the stupidest secret ever, but it's there.
I think I never consciously did that, to be honest. I'm not really a big fan of secrets, as I told you.
Yeah, I remember.
Mostly just happen to stumble upon them and just take them for granted then and never look back.
Well, I don't like take a lot of time after beating a level just walking around. Why did I press that? Looking for secrets that I missed, because I usually, if I didn't find the secret first time, it means that it's completely in such a place that I'm unable to notice whatsoever, so it usually doesn't do anything for me when I try to look for secrets afterwards. But I usually try to pay attention at least. Not like I'm successful at that, but I try. And that's all that matters. Yes, I keep telling myself. Okay. The first batch of monsters were the most dangerous one here. This guy just completely doesn't give a shit. Hello. Oh! He does give a shit.
Sometimes it lags for me, and I wonder if it lags for you at the same time, or if it's just the Skype.
I think it's just the Skype. I haven't experienced lags that I haven't bitched about vocally. Okay, that is going to be... I don't remember what I was going to say, but now I'm going to correct and say I am going to be cheap. No, this is going to be I am going to be cheap. And just buff them all. Skull piles. Ah, yes. Now this should have been like very obvious, but I only now actually connected the dots that I've been pressing the switches, which had skull pillars next to them, and also printed on the screen that skull pillars are being lowered.
I think it's an effect of you talking all the time. If you played all by yourself, you would probably just have noticed it way before.
Definitely, just the effect of me talking, nothing more, nothing less. Definitely that. Okay, and I wonder which monster was the, besides man of course, was the main monster of that area. I think that the Arachnotrons were the stars of that one place where they fall from the ceiling.
Yeah, well, signature monster, as in one of the monsters that you encounter.
Arbitrarily chosen, like
well, the Cyber Demon is obvious, but
well, yeah, that one, yeah, he's always the signature one if he's ever present. He's always the one that everyone pays attention to. But these regular types, I guess, who won a lottery, it's the same kind of deal here. Okay, this is slopes, yay! Now tell me, why did you use slopes here and did not use slopes on like the windows in the spaceship or in the car in the first level? Why?
Well,
because?
The reason is very simple, because I didn't think it was necessary there.
So, in a corridor like this, made of bricks, the slope is more necessary than a window of a futuristic, slick-looking vehicle.
Well, it was. I can tell you all the reasons that were not the reason. The reason was not that I wasn't able to do it. The reason was not that I just forgot it. I think I just didn't think it looked ugly. That's the reason.
Huh.
That's a good explanation. I just didn't deem it ugly.
Maybe some people are just way more tolerant to the little stairs. I always repeat that I freaking hate when people use like this little stairs in Doom to make a shape that's supposed to be actually sloped or curved in any way. But yeah, that was, I'd say the slopes there were way more necessary than here, but who am I to judge? Your creative vision. Okay, where, what, how? Save! Haven't done that in a while. Also, the answer to how is always I'm just shamelessly copying Alfonso here because I heard him call it bufk a lot of times in his stream today, and I have this medical condition when I hear something funny and I have to say it myself all the time. I assure you that it's a legitimate condition and not just me being uncreative. I almost have like a official document from a doctor about that, almost.
Okay.
Okay, I am stuck. No, I'm not stuck anymore. Also, as it pains me, as much it pains me to say it, but in today's levels there were a lot of slime trails everywhere.
Yeah, but there is only so much you can do about like designing around them. Sometimes they're just not avoidable without like.
Well, honestly, I think
going away from the vision you had for
I've been able to fix like every slime trail I've ever had, because usually you just have to move like the nearest vertex like a couple pixels to some other direction, or in some cases it's just as easy as splitting like a line depth into adding like a vertex that doesn't change the geometry whatsoever, and it fixes it.
When
somehow.
I found, but well, I didn't really find all of them, I guess.
Well, yeah, they are very like.
And also, while I
did
test the game with classic Z-Doom engine, towards the ending of the design, I really started testing and playing on GZ more and more because I just got used to that, and there are no slime trails on GZ.
It makes me wonder how different some. Yeah, I guess maybe when I replay it on Ultraviolence, I'm also going to replay it in GZ because some areas like the ones with the fog and the dust and the rain, or maybe less the rain, but the dust especially, I'm kind of wondering how they look in GZ.
I think they really look somewhat better in GZ Doom, and well, the game officially supports both engines, but unofficially I would recommend using GZ Doom. But I would just generally do that nowadays. But I know many people probably don't like where this is going, and that everything looks artificial in a way the original engine just doesn't look like. So I can perfectly understand people not wanting to play on GZ Doom.
Yeah, so I usually prefer to never ever, unless I'm forced to play in GZ Doom, because even if you turn off like texture filters and make it look all pixelated, still the lighting, the palettes, everything is different and in a worse way.
Yeah.
Also, I'm just going to save here, and what am I missing? I have no idea. I've been running around this arena for like an hour by now, and I have no idea where's the last switch or whatever I'm missing to go forward.
I think I didn't really pay attention, to be honest, how many switches you actually found.
I think there's like one left, or there's this one. There's this. They all seem to be behind or at least nearby. Yeah, and there's this one.
Yeah, so you pressed them all.
Really? Because okay. Well, and what did they? I have no idea what they did.
I think we both missed the sentence popping up on the screen because we were talking so intently.
Yeah, and so what did the sentence
from
say?
memory, I think it must have been something like lava rocks are popping up in the nearby blood pit or something like that. Yeah.
Huh. Okay then. So yeah, that's. Also, this is devious here that this little blood ledge pushes me off.
Yeah, but I think you never fell off so far, did you?
I fell off the very first time I stepped on it.
Yeah, you did. Already.
Because I didn't expect. Very rarely do I see like conveyor belts of any type in Doom, so I didn't really expect the current to exist.
I can promise you will see a lot more conveyor belts in DTS-T.
Okay. Well, so far this level had, I think, the most of the whole what so far, because the whole river, I think, was slightly pushing me in whatever direction that it flowed. I think it was, well, I can't recall. Did we have a single like pushing floor before that?
No, I don't think so. Well, this is about the phase during the development where I really started doing more and more ACS effects that were not present in the original engine.
Well, conveyor
with
belts
every single level that you will play, you will encounter more and more non-vanilla stuff.
So, are you telling me that you did conveyor belts using ACS? Because that is strange. There's a perfectly fine line deflection for that.
I cannot really tell you by heart now. I might have as well used I think I cannot tell you. Might have used both of it.
Also, that Baron was very threatening. Very. And then also, what? Oh. And I heard my exclamation there from your, like a feedback from your side back. That sounded way more feminine than it really was.
Alright, Marine.
Okay.
Try to access some more portals here. I'm sorry. I think the wound is festering. Feeling slightly sick. Don't worry. I'll get some painkillers.
Foreshadowing. Huh. I have a question that I'm not going to ask because it's complete spoiler about the story.
Yeah.
But let's just say that this last transmission made me more confused that it probably would have had I not read some spoilers accidentally on the story.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pity that you obviously seem to know where this is going, because
actually,
I would have liked to see your reaction if you didn't know at all.
Yeah, well, that was I read that thread way before I actually decided to do this. So yeah, that can't be helped at the moment. But I think I'm Am I going to ask? No, I'm just going to tell you after we stop recording my confusion, the source of my confusion.
Okay.
And you're not going to spoil anything. So yeah, I don't know who will be here next time and when will the next time be, but next time I'm going to choose between the Vault of Flesh, which sounds strangely arousing, the Jade Cube, which sounds strangely reminding me of the adventures of Jackie Chan for some reason, and of Blood and Steel, which sounds strangely like a name of some song or an album. I have no idea. I think I'm going to go in the Vault of Flesh first next time, but we'll see. So,
I would like you, sorry to interrupt you last minute, but maybe you want to discuss this with whatever, well, if it's me, then you can just choose for yourself, but if it's Antroid, why not
I'm not
discuss
going
it
to
with
have
him and
here.
let try to find a consensus or something.
I don't think I'll ever have that asshole here, so maybe it'll be Hippocat, maybe, or maybe you, but Antroid, no.
Oh yeah, sorry, I just completely mixed up the two nicknames. Yeah, sorry, don't know if why this happened.
Did you just,
I think we just went to 2 hours of recording and we're both brain fucked, so just say goodbye and I'll say goodbye as well.
Well, I think you implied enough goodbyes on both our parts, so I'm not even going to say it.